He changed the name of the Kennedy Center.
So when are the statues coming? I paid attention just enough in history class to know that the statues are coming next, because we already got the secret police. I mean, ours are just like lonely fat dudes who finally got offline and are now touching grass in like an evil kind of way. But you can check off the masked men in unmarked cars part of the history book. So having statues come next is just a part of it. Like, I'm no Sherlock, but I just know this is the order of progression.
Listen. As a millennial in my 40s, it is really frustrating living in a time where all of the people that taught us these important lessons about civic responsibility and how to be a global citizen and how everyone matters and how we have to learn from history, otherwise we're doomed to repeat it because history repeats itself when we don't learn from it. All those people are the ones trying to gaslight us into believing that what we're seeing right now isn't signs of all of those things we read about in our history books. How is it those people that drilled into us the importance of history are the ones gaslighting us into believing, again, that what we're seeing right in front of us, blatantly, isn't what we think we're seeing. Because it is, though. I'm so... I don't even have words, I think, sometimes for the level of disappointment that it brings me to think that these are the people that we looked to, that we had such faith and trust in, to be the safe touchstones in our lives. And these are the people that now want us to believe that living in a world where we were xenophobia and racism and classism and sexism are the correct way of life. Which is, again, literally counter to how we were raised, how we were taught. And these same people are the ones trying to get us to believe that all of this is okay. No, I don't care. Again, you are the ones that created us. You educated us. That was your mistake. You educated us. We're not going to go quietly into the good night because you say we should. That we should shut up and not talk about what we were seeing because that's not what that is. Yeah, too bad it is though. You're not gonna gaslight me. I already lived through a relationship with a narcissist. I don't have no. So again, you created us. I can't speak for generations that came after us. But for us as millennials, we're not stupid. And you're not going to... I don't know what the answer is. But I do know that what we've been seeing in our year of 2025, majority of that, not okay. And it's not like it's going to get better. We're only 1 year in, you guys. It's been the longest, but shortest somehow, year of our lives. And I don't see it getting better. Unless some kind of big changes happen and there's a shakeup in leadership. Because otherwise, I don't see how. These are my wonderful thoughts sometimes when I can't sleep. And I'm just... College me could not have comprehended that this is where I would be and this is where the world would be like 21 years later, 22 years later. You couldn't have convinced me. I would have laughed at you if you had said, oh, hey, in 2025, this is what life's going to be like. That just would have been unfathomable. Because the world that I lived in at that time, we had problems. Don't get me wrong, we had problems. 2002, when I was studying abroad in London, that we were at peak anti-Iraq war propaganda, and like the global reputation of Americans was not great and I remember that distinctly, like us getting told like to stay away from Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park. You know, you were kind of told not to necessarily broadcast that we were Americans because there was a whole lot of animosity because of the Iraq war, which I totally understand. But let me just say, I would take those problems over the problems we have right now. I just keep waiting to like wake up. And all of this has just been some wild ass crazy freaking dream. Like maybe I'm in a coma somewhere in a hospital and all of this has just been some weird fever dream. I mean, like, and as an academic, you can't be an educated person and not have qualms about where we are as a global society. Anyway, the most, again, random thoughts that I have. Oh, and hey, happy belated Christmas. You know, since I had made a cool video of me making shepherd's pie of all the stages. And then somehow TikTok like ate the video. It disappeared. It started with when I was editing it and like the sound got all weird. And then magically after I saved the draft disappeared. So it's like it doesn't exist. So I tried to make that content. I also had a video that I made at my like sisters like we do this annual meetup where we open our presents at a La Madeleine and eat, and you know, and the video got all messed up for that too. So I don't know what's going on with TikTok. Hopefully this video doesn't get jacked up. But anyway, so sorry for lack of holiday content. But yeah. Anywho, love y'all.